Hey people, good morning everybody. What's up YouTube? What's up everybody? How y'all doing? This me Ben the Messenger, man. How y'all doing this morning? I'm on here with another video. I'm on here with a message. Title of this message right here is gonna be people can't stand you because you tell the truth. People don't like you, people can't stand you because you tell the truth and you tell it how it is and you don't sugarcoat stuff. When you are on this, I'm gonna tell you, man, for all the people, for all the new YouTubers out there, for all the people that has a voice, that want to let their voice be heard, I'm gonna tell you, just know that that this comes with it. You know, you're gonna have a lot of people on this YouTube. You're gonna have a lot of people. You're gonna have a lot of haters. You're gonna have a lot of haters. You're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna try to attack you. I know I'm not the only one that deal with this. I know it's other people that go through this too. Um, people are so jealous nowadays of other people being successful, uh, having their own platform, having their own business. And I'm gonna tell you, man, people can't stand when you are smart. When you are smart, when you are knowledgeable, you may not be the smartest man or woman in the world, but when you have knowledge, for the most part, what you say has truth to it. For the most part, what you say has facts. There's gonna be a lot of people that that's gonna rub a lot of people the wrong way when you telling the truth, when you're talking about the stuff that goes on in the world, when you're talking about the evilness that goes on in certain communities. Oh, people don't like that. You're gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. People can't stand you because you speak your mind, because you're not fake. See, we live in a world where it's that saying, real is rare. Real is rare, but fake is everywhere. I'm gonna say that again. Real is rare, but fake is everywhere. You're gonna run into a lot of fake people out here in society, on this internet and in real life, in person. It's more fakeness in the world. It's more fake people in the world than it is real, genuine people. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. We live in a world where we live in a society, we live in a day and age to where people want to live in a facade. People want to live in this fantasy land. People don't people don't like to keep it real. People don't like to they don't like the truth. That old saying, the truth hurts. It does. When you are telling the truth, when you are speaking facts about stuff, it irritates people, it bothers people. It irritates the demons that's within them. It does. And they project how they feel towards they project how they feeling out towards on other people. That's why people, some of you may be getting attacked verbally. You got people trying to argue with you for no reason. You ain't done nothing to nobody. You just speaking your piece. You just giving your opinions on stuff. You just doing your thing. You don't bother nobody. You respect everybody. You try to be kind and nice to everyone for the most part. And everyone is not going to like you, people. I'm just going to say that, like, I'm not going to sit up here and act like everyone is just going to like you, because that's just not the case. Everybody just not going to like you. That's just what it is. That's just how it is. Everybody is just not going to like you. Everybody just not going to like you. But I will say, um, it's crazy how it's crazy how when you are telling the truth, when you are speaking real, you have a lot of people, man, that's gonna have an issue with that. That's gonna have a problem with that. You know, and it's not necessarily that they got a problem with what you saying. The fact that what you're saying is true, and the reason, and when you talk about certain things, like, what I'm saying, when like, for instance, when I talk about how people act, especially how some of us black people act, not every black person, and this goes for other races too. This goes for whites, Hispanics, but I like to, talk more about my community, you know what I'm saying? Because, in the black and brown community, I love my people. I care about my people, and I want my people to be better. It's a lot of stuff that we gotta work on, in the black community, in the black and brown community. For instance, the way that we act, the way that some of us act, our attitudes. When you talk about stuff like that, that gets people riled up. And one of the reasons why people get so riled up and get so irritated and get so offended by this topic, because it's true. And a lot of times, these individuals who are responding to you and sending negative comments towards you, most likely they're one of the people that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a saying, if you know if the shoe don't fit, if the shoe fits, where is it? If the shoe fits, where is it? If it don't apply, let it fly. You feel me? A lot of times these people, they feel guilty. It's a guilty conscience because they know that they're one of the types that act a certain way, that do certain stuff that you're talking about. And it's like, man, people, not every person, but it's like, man, people just, they they don't like the truth. They don't like the truth. They they want to live in a fantasy. They want to live in a fairy tale and act like everything that's going on in the world is okay, and that it's normal, and that this is fine. And especially in the black community, you got some black folks that want to act like that the way that some of us act is okay. That the way that some of us behave ourselves is acceptable in society, is acceptable. And it's not even, and it's not, black, some of us black people shouldn't just want to act right just to please white folks or just to please any other type of races, because you got white people that act a certain way also, them too, and other races, Hispanics too. But I see this more, in my community. You know what I'm saying? We're always fighting each other for the most part. We argue over the stupidest stuff. Some stuff can just be talked out and can just be de-escalated sometimes, and it can just be avoided. And all this unaliving over nothing, and it's just like, it's we shouldn't just want to just act right just to please white people. We should want to act right because it's the right thing to do. Having good character, having good integrity, presenting yourself in a way that's reasonable in society. That's what it's about. I love my brothers and sisters, and I want nothing but the best, for everybody. And people, when you talk about this stuff, it's gonna offend some people, but that's okay, because I understand this is what comes with it. Because you making the devil mad. See, the enemy can't stand when you are exposing his tactics, when you are exposing what he's doing. See, what Satan wants to do is he's so strategic. He's so he's so he is a master strategist. He wants to separate us black people from each other. He knows if he can, especially in the black community. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. The enemy, he don't care about nobody. He don't care about black people. He don't care about white people. He don't care about Hispanic people, Asian people, Chinese people, you name it, Indian people, whoever. He don't care about none of us. He don't care about none of us. Sorry about that, y'all. That's my phone getting a notification. But he don't care about none of us. But the thing is, he knows specifically in the black community, he knows that he knows that we have a lot of stuff, we have a lot of struggles going on in the black and brown community. And if he can if he can separate us black people from each other, he know if he can cause us to fight, argue, unalive, and constant be in competition, constantly be jealous of one another. He knows that he does everything he can to kill, steal, and to destroy. Because that's his plan, right? He roams around like a roaring lion, seeking who he may devour. And he knows if he can separate black people, from their community and cause a division and cause a separation, then he can work out his plan. And it's the same thing with white people, same thing with Hispanics, with all races and all nationalities. See, me, I love everyone. I love all people. I judge character. I judge character, not race, not color. You know what I'm saying? Me, I judge a person by their integrity, by their character, by the way that they act, their attitude, not what they look like. And, at the end of the day, man, everyone, you know what I'm saying, is responsible for themselves and how they act. How they act and how they present themselves in society. So I just want to say that, man, when you're telling the truth, when you're speaking facts, you're going to ruffle a lot of feathers, but that's okay because that's what comes with it. So I just want to come on here and say this and give some encouragement. If anyone liked this video, like I always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave and share a comment down below. And I appreciate all the ones that watch me and that support me. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Until then, I'll see y'all some other time. Peace out, YouTube. Peace out, everybody. Been the messenger.